After a disappointing 2022 season, Ferrari's team principal Mattia Binotto resigned and was replaced by former Sauber team boss Frederic Vasseur. The Maranello team is hoping that the Frenchman is going to lead them to their first Constructors Championship since 2008. Vasseur has made some bold statements about the upcoming season just a few weeks into his new job. Which statements are these? Stick with us to the end of the video and I'll tell you, To begin, what are his plans for the 2023 season? After officially assuming his role as Ferrari team principal, Vasseur has made it clear that his only ultimate goal this year is to win the championship. When you're in a top team, you can't have another target than to win. You can't start the season saying that you're happy with P2. That would be a lack of ambition. We have everything to do a good job, and the target has to be to win. Vasseur said in his first interview, his first step towards achieving his goal was examining the issues that plagued the team last year. I joined a bit more than 2 weeks ago, and as you can imagine, on some topics is a very long process, said Fred. I'm speaking mainly about the engine. I think and I hope that it's under control today, and that they did a good job over the last couple of months. And this is one part of the equation, he added. Vasseur is confident that they'll be able to contend for the title and win in his first year in charge. First, I'm really convinced that at Ferrari today, and for sure my experience is limited to the last 2 weeks, we have everything to win. We have to put everything together to do a good job. But we have everything to be able to win, said Fred. And if you want to win, you have to beat Red Bull first, he added. Next, let's look at how Vasseur's remarks differ from Binotto's. Ferrari had a strong start to the season in 2022, with Charles Leclerc winning the Bahrain Grand Prix and the Australian Grand Prix. These performances elevated them to the status of championship favorites, giving the teams high hopes of ending their title drought. This, however, didn't last long, as the absolute worst happened. The team experienced engine reliability issues as well as strategic errors, which resulted in poor performance. As a result of these, Leclerc only managed one more victory for the rest of the season. Despite leading by 46 points over Red Bull's Max Verstappen after the first 3 races, Leclerc finished second in the driver's standings, trailing Verstappen. Binotto was expected to address the mistakes made during the season, but all he did was say that the reason for the poor performance was that they had shifted their focus to the 2023 car during the summer break. He also emphasized that the team needed to improve in order to win the championship, which infuriated the Tifosi. And now the team has a change of leadership, and after listening to Vasseur during his first interview, his comments are entirely different from Binotto's. He speaks with a lot of optimism and courage, which convinces us that he's the right man for the job. But again, only time will tell. Binotto's failure to lead the team to a championship is thought to have cost him his job. Being a Ferrari team principal is one of the biggest jobs in motorsport, and it's clear from Fred's statements that he has no intentions of messing around. Following that, Vasseur made some interesting comments about the team's drivers. We have 2 very good drivers, and they're both very able to do the job. We'll have the capacity to provide them exactly the same car in structure and support. The target is to win for Ferrari. There will be no number 1 or 2. But if at one stage I have to take action, I will take action. It doesn't matter if it's one or the other. If at one stage of the season I have to do something, I'll do it, Vasseur said. According to Vasseur's statement, Carlos Sainz will now have a chance to fight the same level again as he did in 2021. Despite 2021 being his first season with the team, Sainz finished 5th in the driver's standings, 5.5 points ahead of Leclerc, who finished 7th. In 2022, Leclerc finished 2nd in the standings with a 62-point lead over Sainz, who finished 5th. Well, it's clear that Leclerc suited the F175 better than Sainz, leading to Binotto making him the team's first driver. Following the team's numerous mistakes that cost Leclerc last year, Leclerc was unhappy with the team. There were even rumors that he would leave Ferrari for a race seat elsewhere. When asked about Leclerc's future with the team, Vasseur said, I don't want to put this topic on the table today. It wouldn't be a good way to start the collaboration. We have to be focused on the sporting side to get the results. It's like a wedding. If both sides of the table are happy with the situation, we'll continue. But it's not the priority today. We have a good relationship, and we'll have time to discuss this. Moving on, Vasseur stated that he'll run the team in a manner that he sees fit. Ferrari is a team where it's difficult to tell who's truly in charge, Some claim that it's some powerful figures in Italian sports. The Maranello team has strong ties to both MotoGP and the Juventus Football Club. The team principal appears to have no autonomy, as they must consult with and report to people in higher positions. Looking back at Binotto's tenure as team principal, you can't really compare the freedom that he had in running the team with that of Toto Wolff at Mercedes, or Christian Horner at Red Bull. During the interview, Vasseur was asked if he would run the team the way that he wants to, and this is basically what he said. On this point, the situation is quite clear. The Gestione Sportiva, the team, is part of a bigger organization of Ferrari. I have a CEO, and it's Benedetto Vigna. And I have a chairman, Elkin, for the company, and the situation is crystal clear. But even at Sauber, I had to report to the chairman of the group. You always have a boss. It's not a new situation for me. Now I'm running the team. I have the delegation to do it, and I will run it as I want. We have enough discussions with the Benedetto and John on a regular basis to discuss the key points. This is crystal clear, and it's working perfectly. He also revealed that they have a very direct relationship with Benedetto, as they're working together to ensure that the team's operations are running smoothly. It's going to take some time for the media to be convinced that Vasseur is actually running the team the way that he wants. Next up, what did Vasseur say about his initial talks with Ferrari on the handover? When asked about his talks with Ferrari for the team principal role, Vasseur said, "The process was crystal clear. Even if we had some rumors into the press before Abu Dhabi or during Abu Dhabi, we didn't discuss before." He went ahead to reveal that he had a detailed handover with Binotto during a one-to-one discussion. "We had the first discussion the week after Abu Dhabi, and it was a very, very quick process. And then I had a call with Mattia, and I even met Mattia during the handover, and we had a one-to-one discussion. It was thanks to Mattia for this, because I appreciated the move to stay, to wait for me, to discuss together. It's really appreciated from my side," Fred said. "We rarely see acts like Binotto's, especially from a team principal who's leaving the team. Ferrari has seen a tremendous improvement in performance under Binotto's leadership over the past few years, with last year being their best season in a lot of years. He obviously wants Ferrari to win 2023, and if they do, it'll be sad that his name won't be associated with their success." Finally, what did he say about the team's strategies? Ferrari failed in making strategical decisions in 2022, something that Vasseur acknowledges. However, he said that he wouldn't criticize the strategic decisions made before he arrived. "I wasn't there, and I don't want to make any judgment of what happened in the past. We'll see during the season, right?" Vasseur said. He believes that the solution to these challenges lies in changing how the existing team functions rather than replacing individuals. Very often when you're speaking about strategy, it's more a matter of organization than the guy who's in the pit wall. I'm trying to understand exactly what happened on every single mistake of what happened last year, and to try to know if it's a matter of decision, if it's a matter of organization, of communication. Very often on the pit wall, the biggest issue is more the communication and the number of people involved than the individuals. If you've got too many people discussing about the same things, then you'll have the outcome of the discussions. The car will be starting the next lap. You just need to have a clear discussion and a clear flow of communication between the good people and the right position, for sure. But it's a work in progress. Unfortunately, guys, it's all the stuff we had for you today, the quoting and the talking and the researching that we do. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to do a quick old pit stop at the subscribe button for more amazing Formula One content. Let's start something new here. I'm feeling it. You ready, guys? Vroom, vroom, my dudes. Oh, I cringed at the pit of my stomach. Okay, you know what? I'm just... later. Thanks for watching. Ka-chow. Hey, that's a Cars thing.